Okay, hey guys, so I actually have a rant today. Okay, so earlier today, I was listening to some music that I used to listen to all the time, aka MushroomHead, Slipknot, and plus, just that was really it actually. And I noticed that there was so much conflict between the fans of Mushroomhead and Slipknot, and I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. And I actually remember hearing about something, I don't know, that apparently Mushroomhead and Slipknot played a show together, and apparently there was a wall of death, and apparently it was a literal wall of death. Um, I guess people started fighting and really going at it, and it was quite obvious that knives were used because there was blood all over the ground apparently, and I think like 50 something people had to go to the hospital and like 5 people died or something. I'm not sure, but I was like, you guys, okay, really? This is absolutely ridiculous. How you fans can't get this straight. So here's what happened. Mushroomhead is from 1992. That's when they started. And then you had Slipknot that started in 1995. If anyone's ever noticed, people are influenced by other people. That's something you can't stop. I'm influenced by quite a few people, like too many to be honest. And that's what I base myself off of, thus creating my own personality. Now, people are always saying that Slipknot stole Mushroomhead's image and idea and music. Okay, yes, they probably stole the mask idea. In fact, they probably didn't steal. They probably just looked at it like, hey, that's a great idea. Let's do it, and let's have some fun doing it. And then they started, and then they had the music. Okay, guys, you need to understand. First of all, Mushroomhead's masks and Slipknot masks are completely different. Okay, they're completely different in every way. In fact, I will show you. This right here is a Slipknot mask. This is Joey Jordison, the drummer. I am a huge Slipknot fan, guys, and I'm also a huge Mushroomhead fan. Now, if you look at this mask compared to all the others, yeah, there's red. Big deal. Okay, look at Look at the Mushroomhead singer. Look at his mask. Here's a picture. You see that? Blood everywhere. And not only that, there's designs put into the mask that represent the Mushroomhead logo. Now, here's the screamer. Look at him. The guy looks like something out of hell. Seriously. He looks like a fucking demon. Now, here's the deal. Here's the deal, guys. You can see that there are differences in the masks. Obviously, Mushroomhead is much more into horror and gore. That's their thing. That's what they like to do. Now we go on to their music video styles. Mushroomhead, I can't think of any video that they have that really doesn't include something odd or strange happening in the video. For example, 1200. Unnatural amounts of blood and gore and body parts and bones and all of this other shit. Then look at this music video for Come On. It's a fight club, and they're beating the shit out of each other. Quite frankly, I like the video. I think it's kind of awesome. Let's see here. What's another one? Look at the video for Simple Survival. It's not that heavy. However, if you look at the singer, he's got elongated fingers. That's something that's kind of creepy. So I guess the thing I'm trying to put out there, guys, is that Mushroomhead music videos are very gory, and they're creepy, and they're weird. And for that matter, Mushroomhead does all those videos themselves most of the time. I don't know where these people are saying, like, no, they only do everything themselves. No, they don't. They have producers, they have cameramen, they have directors. They don't do everything on their own. No band does anything on their own. And if they do, that's because they own their own studio. Mushroomhead, I bet, does not own their own studio. And honestly, I don't think Slipknot does either, because they work for Roadrunner. Therefore, Roadrunner is their studio. Now, let's look at Slipknot videos. The only video that really is anything that's even near Mushroomhead is their video for Duality. That's really it. That's the only video that they have that's even remotely close. All the other music videos, completely different. Slipknot has videos where their fans are usually going crazy. They're usually just in a field doing their own thing. Yes, I'm talking about Psychosocial. They usually involve fire. They usually involve just interesting backdrops, and that's really all I can describe it as. Though, again, music video is completely different. Mushroomhead, horror side of things, and gory and crap, while Slipknot's more of the mellow. And same thing, I think the only video that Slipknot has that's really anything that's like really gory is for their song My Plague, but that's only because that was done for Resident Evil. So yeah, it's going to have some blood and gore in it, because it's for the movie. Now, for their music. Okay, people. Mushroomhead is industrial metal. It means that they have this certain sound that's heavy and raw and just beats everything to death, while Slipknot has something that's called nu metal. N-U-E. Not N-E-W, just N-U-E. It's a kind of metal, I guess, that it's its own thing. They do their own thing. It's like indie metal, pretty much. That's really it. They have a certain sound that no one can get. And really, all I'm saying with that is that, guys, same thing. Their music styles are completely different. Yeah, the band themselves, they pretty much have the same amount of members. They have the exact same amount of members, actually. But the point is that their music themselves are completely different. Go listen to Come On, and then go listen to any song by Slipknot, honestly. I mean, probably go listen to Go listen to Spit It Out. Those songs, different. Completely different. Because Come On is more like when he says, "Come on, do you really want to fuck with me tonight?" Like, he's challenging you. While Corey, on the other hand, is not actually challenging anything. He's just singing about what he knows. So, guys, this is pretty much the end of this video. There are two bands that are completely different. And really, my closing statement would have to be that just because the two bands sound alike does not mean anything at all. Okay? It means really nothing. Because everybody has an influence. I have influences. Every one of you guys who are watching this, that you all have an influence of some kind. There's always someone that you look at and you're like, I want to be just like them. So you strive to be that person. But then after a while of getting all these different influences, you become your own person. You get your own personality. That's how life works. It's the same thing for music. I mean, exact same thing. If bands did not influence themselves off of other bands, there would be no music in this world. Guaranteed. Either that or it'd all be the exact same stuff. And it would get really boring after a while. And there would not be the amount of bands that we all listen to nowadays. I mean, there's millions of bands out there. If none of them got any influence from each other, there be about 20,000 possibly, each with their own specific sound. Bands are influenced by other bands just like people are influenced by other people. Therefore, if you want to go ahead and bash another band for being just like another, think about it. Because chances are, go think about your influences on who you want to be like. Think about it the same way for those bands. They all want to be exactly who they want to be. Or they all want to be exactly like other people, but have their own thing. When I was with my band, we wanted to sound... I don't know what the hell we wanted to sound like, but either way, we had our own sound that we were influenced by several bands, such as Woe Is Me, Asking Alexandria, Slipknot, Five Finger Death Punch, all those kinds of bands. That's the kind of music that we influenced, or that we were influenced by. Therefore, our music portrayed that. So, and also, here's another example. The band, Capture the Crown. If you listen to them, and I know this is screamo, or not screamo, what am I saying? Emo, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Any genre, I don't care about genres. Music is music. Go listen to them, and then they sound like We Came as Romans and All American Rejects, like, got together, made a baby, and created Capture the Crown. Seriously. So the point is that Capture the Crown sounds like those two bands put together. So if you think about it, same thing. They might be influenced by them, but who knows? The whole point, guys, is that people are influenced by other people. Therefore, you can't go saying that one band looks and sounds like another. And in fact, here's another example. Ask Alexandria and Make Me Famous. Go listen to the two. Pretty much you won't be able to tell the difference because they both sound exactly the same. However, Ask Alexandria came out before them, obviously, but now they're not even around anymore because shit happened. So take the two bands, put them together. They sound the same. It goes for every band in the world, guys. Everyone is influenced by each other. Therefore, this whole fan war between MushroomHead and Slipknot, all I gotta say is shut the f*** up and get over it.